Kiyondamina, Izar here. This is my first video on this channel. First of all, welcome. This is the introduction to my short video series that I want to make, which is my first travel experience with Japan. I want to say maybe a year now, yes. 1 year since now. I traveled to Japan for the first time, and I thought it'd be very interesting for me to share some of those experiences, either for entertainment or for education. However, there is a self-serving purpose why I want to make these videos. And the first reason is because I want to get better at video commentary. I've done video commentary in the past, and it's something that I always felt that I lacked the skill to do. And maybe this little series would help me out. And the secondary motive is to collect my thoughts for my next trip. So I actually do plan on visiting Japan in a few months. I'd say maybe 4. I think it is 4 months now. And by doing this video series, I think it would help me plan out what I want to do next. So I want to provide maybe some background before I start this series, particularly with my experience with traveling to Japan. So ever since I was like, I don't know, 3 years old or something, I'd imagine, I was being curious about Japan as a kid. I watched the Pokemon stuff, so I was naturally kind of already exposed to it. It's the same story you always hear for people who are interested in Japan. Always start out with Pokemon. However, once I reached adulthood, I started learning Japanese and taking Japanese classes. And through that process, I started to have a deep desire to go to Japan. Not just a curiosity, but there was something, how would I describe it? There was kind of I don't know, some urgency to go because I felt I was missing out. So during one of my school years, I was pretty much ready to go. I had the money, I had the time, and everything felt right. And that year where I was planning to go was 2020, of course. Tale as old as time. I won't go into depth on why I couldn't go. Pretty obvious. So I was just kind of stuck with waiting for about 2 years, wondering if I'll even be able to go. And once again, the feeling of missing out was really, really stabbing me in my heart. So every single day, I believe around 2021, I would always check the America to Japan travel restrictions, just waiting for the day I'd be able to go. Every single day I would check to see are tourists allowed to enter, and obviously most days were no. However, I remember the day it got announced. It was around like an early mid-October day. I want to say it's the 14th or so. I finally saw it. They allowed tourists in, and I immediately went to one of the book my trip to Japan almost instantly. However, what I did not account for is the length of my trip. I only thought I was going to be there for 3 weeks, but seeing how the prices kind of weighted out when I checked out my flight, my trip to Japan was going to end up being 5 weeks long. And I had to plan this 5 week long trip in the span of about 3 weeks. And this is my first time traveling abroad. A lot of stress during that time period. And this video series will once again be reflecting on my entire trip to Japan and including the lead up to it. In fact, the next video will be talking about the lead up to the departure day. So I hope you guys stick around enough for me to go over my entire trip. And once again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Mata ne!